Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you some more Pokemon, nope, not Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. We're back for Duels of the Planeswalkers. We're gonna try and get into a match here. So let's wait and see. Free-for-all. Today we're gonna be using the Fairy deck. It's one of the decks from the first expansion pack and one of my all-time favorite archetypes. So talk about it a little bit more when we get into the match, and I'm going to pause it until we get in there, so I'll see you soon. Alright, we got an opponent, so he's ready to go. Let's start this, see how it goes. The Fairy deck is a mono blue kind of tempo deck. If you don't know what tempo means, it means kind of keeping your opponent off balance. It likes to bounce things and... alright. This is not a keepable hand. We're going to have to mulligan it. This one looks a little bit better. We can keep this. So this deck kind of excels in bouncing opponents' creatures, tapping down their creatures, just generally keeping them from doing what they want on the turn they want. Tempo decks try and stay one step ahead of the opponent by messing with their stuff. They don't normally kill things flat out, but they have ways to screw them. So, alright, we're facing the mono-white deck again. This is pretty much the only deck you see, or the most popular, because it's just the best deck. It's kind of annoying to fight, but it's just really good. So we're probably going to lose, because this deck can just explode. And there's not really that many decks that have a good matchup against it. The fact that we're not hitting lands either is not doing us any favors. So, okay, double champion of the parish. Great. And we're stuck on land. Island off the top here is going to be really good for us. He's going to go to combat. Yeah, get in for 2. Yeah, I mean, I want to complain about this deck. It's not. It's just a really good deck, and they didn't put a lot. And we don't draw land. Wonderful. They didn't put a lot of really good decks in, so it's a little annoying. So I could bounce this guy to get a another fairy, but I think I'm going to hold up Spellstutter Sprite and try and counter his next play. If it's a 1 or a 2 drop, I can counter it. But yeah, the fact that we're not drawing lands again is probably going to be our undoing. So here's a 3rd champion of the parish. We're not going to let that resolve. This guy's just drawing insane. So there. Counter that. We're going to take 2 here. Skip blocking. Come on, give me an island. Island, 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 island. Alright. We got an island. So, we have some options here. Now we could trade. We could set up a trade. I think I like that idea. I think we're just going to pass the turn here. And if he attacks with these guys, we can flash in him. He's going to make our guys bigger, and we can actually take him out. We can kill both of his guys, which would be really good for us. And if he doesn't, then we'll just play it at the end of the turn. Fiend Hunter, that's a little problematic. But I can give my Fairy Shroud, so that's actually going to negate his ability. Yep, there we go. It also boosts our fairies by 1, so we're going to have a little bit more damage here. And it's going to throw off his attack as well, because now we have the power to take these guys down. Alright, so that was a good draw. We've got 4 lands now. We can actually play this guy and steal his champion of the parish. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and attack here with everything. See what he's got. And then we're going to play Sower of Temptation. When it comes into the battlefield, it lets us take control of one of his guys. We're obviously going to steal his big guy. And that way we'll still have blockers. So we'll pass the turn back. Also, this Scion of Una gives all of our other fairies Shroud. Shroud means they can't be targeted by our opponent, so if he wants to target guys, he can only hit this guy. He can't hit our good guys. Baneslayer Angel, well, we lose. This card is not beatable. So, yeah. We're just going to lose now. This is exactly the same thing that happened last time. Alright, so I can tap it down, and we can get in some damage. I guess that's what we're going to do. So we're going to play Pestermite. Pestermite lets us tap down a permanent when it comes into play. So we're going to tap down the Baneslayer. Tap. Then we're going to go to attack. Just going to attack with everything we have. And then, what do we want to do? So Baneslayer is going to get in for 5. That's going to put him at 6. I don't think we care about that. So what we're going to do is play Fairy Imposter. When it comes into the field, we can return a creature to our hand. So we're going to bounce our own Pestermite, and that way we can actually tap down the Angel again next time if he leaves it up to block. So unless he has another Baneslayer Angel, I think we might actually squeak this one out. Let's see what he does here. Alright, maybe he's just going to time out. Because he can't win. Awesome. People on this game are really cool. Alright, so Geist Honored Monk, that sucks. It's going to throw off our plan, because it's going to make a bunch of guys. Yeah, that's bad. So now we can attack with the Angel. He doesn't attack with the Angel, alright. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so we're just going to steal his Angel, and I think we'll win. Let's go ahead and grab that. Yoink. Mine. And go to attacks. So we can attack here, 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 and here. Yeah, and we're going to just win now. Because he can only block 2 of these things, and he's at 1 life. So, yep, block there. And there we go. We squeaked out a win against the best deck in the format. So that was good. That was quick too. We should have time to do one more. Well, I'm going to pause it again till we get an opponent. Let's see. Alright, we're back. We got someone. What's our time? Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to stick with the fairy deck again. So we got 2 lands. Well, I guess we're going to keep this. I'm not happy about it, but he's on the play, so we're on the draw. Yeah. Alright, we're going to keep this. It's not a great hand, but we have some chances to hit some land. So he's playing the elf deck. What this deck tries to do is just put a ton of elves into play and then stomp you in the face. And we're just going to pass the turn and hope that we draw an island in our next 2 draws. We have 1 more turn. We get to play this island next turn. But then if we don't hit an island in the next 2 draws, we're going to be really far behind, which is not where you want to be against this elf deck. So this deck also gains a lot of life. It has this Essence Warden. Oh, he has no turn 2 play. That's good. There's our island. Alright. Every time a creature comes into the battlefield, he's going to get to gain a life, so it gains a lot of life very quickly, especially because elves are capable of making tons of elves pretty fast. So what's this? Sorcery. Okay, so he's going to draw some cards. He's going to get another Essence Warden and Nisa's Chosen. Fine with me. I'm actually not going to cast this. I'm going to hold it up because I can use it to counter one of his spells later. Right? No, because I want to play Pestermite, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this out here now. And then I want to play Pestermite next turn, so... Or I could play Skion of Una. It depends on if he has a land. If he has a land, Pestermite doesn't do much. But if he doesn't, I can keep him off of playing all of his creatures. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and attack here. And then we're going to pass the turn. And as soon as his turn starts, we're going to play Pestermite. We're going to tap down one of his lands. And that way, if he doesn't have another land, he's not going to be able to play both of those creatures we saw. Alright, so he doesn't have a land. That's good for us. See if he attacks with his Essence Warden here. He doesn't. Okay. So we draw another land. Now, getting a 2/3 doesn't do a whole lot for us, so I'm actually going to cast this guy before we attack, because he's going to give all of our other fairies +1/+1. So that's going to let us do 2 more points of damage, get in 5 damage, and really put some pressure on. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to pass back to him. Another Essence Warden. Alright, we knew we had that. So he's going to gain a life. He's probably going to attack with this guy. Oh, he's got another play. Oh, he's going to boost his elf's power by 1. And we're going to take 5 here. No blocks. Okay, so what do we do here? We're going to draw more land. That's great. Just what I wanted. So this comes down as a 3/4. Could actually eat one of his guys next turn. I think that's what we want to do. We also want to keep these back to block. Do we? We want him to attack here. So I think we're going to put a little pressure on him. We're going to just attack with the Pestermite for 3. And then these guys have flash, which means we can cast them whenever we want. So we're actually going to wait and cast it on his turn and try and trick him into eating one of his guys. Also, leaving all this mana up is pretty scary. Alright, that's a really good card. That's going to be a big problem. And we are very, very far behind. But we can at least prevent this damage. If we block. Pestermite. That's pretty good. Because it's going to let us tap down this guy. Oh no, but not before he can activate it. So never mind. But it will let us tap down whoever he puts the counters on. So never mind, that is pretty good. I think we want to get the damage in, so we're going to play another one of these guys. And then we're going to swing 7. You're definitely going to attack. You're going to attack. I think I need to hold you back on defense. Alright, and then we can pass the turn. So we're going to wait for him to activate this, and then we're going to tap down whatever he uses. What's this? +2/+2. Okay. Yep. Okay, so he's tapping down different ones. We're going to tap down this. So that makes his guys very big. Rancor. Oops. That's bad for us. Alright. So, we need to make some blocks here. We can block here. And then we can block here, I guess. Because that's going to make all of his guys smaller. Yeah, I guess that's what we do. And then we end up taking 9, just 9 damage, and we're almost dead. But that's the only play we have. Alright, that's not bad. So we've got 5, 6, 7 damage. That's not going to be enough. And we don't have enough to cast both of these guys either. I think we just die next turn. Let's see. So he puts the counters on this thing and then attacks with it. And we take a ton of damage. I think we're probably dead. Because we can't cast both of these. So we're just going to have to pass a turn here. Okay, he's going to draw more cards. Okay, so he gets to put all the creatures in. He doesn't get anything, right? Yeah, so that sucks for him. He whiffed. Okay, yeah, so that's gonna get really big. It's gonna be a 7/5. Come on. I know. Alright, so is there any way we live this turn? You're an 8/9. Not without giving up our entire board. No, we just die. No blocks. We're just gonna die. And that's gonna be the game. So, we won one, we lost one. The elf deck is really good when it gets rolling. As you can see there, his just went off. Sometimes it stumbles and it kind of peters out, but it has a really good matchup against the fairy deck, I think, because it has so many threats. But anyhow, 2 really good matches, so hopefully you guys enjoyed them. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Feel free to leave comments, questions, anything you want to know about the game, and I will have more coming your way shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.